What's up, guys and gals? I want to go over something that's a fairly simple idea and concept, but it's something I see a lot of us where we're not playing as relaxed as what we should. So that's the purpose of getting acquainted with Rebound. So basically, what we want to do first is we're going to use our thumb and index, and we're going to create our fulcrum on our drumstick. So we're going to be off to the side a little bit of the thumb, and the index is going to wrap around just a bit like so. Okay? Once we've established our fulcrum, our pivot point, these three fingers are going to go on, and we're going to think about the great Jim Chapin said that we want to imagine we're holding a fledgling bird in our hand. So we don't want to squeeze too tight to hurt the bird, but we also don't want to be too loose and let it fly away. So we want to be just in between that, semi-loose. Let a little bit of the stick hang off the back part of the hand so that stick can still move quite a bit, right? And then we want to be able to strike the drum. So what we're going to do is we're going to also, besides using our wrist, we're going to utilize our fingers. So where our fingers can open and come out a little bit, that's the movement that we want along with the wrist. So we don't want to just be strictly wrist, but we want fingers and wrist together, like so. A fluid movement, a little bit of forearm as well. So again, what I want to do is start in the 12 o'clock position, and we're going to strike the pad, and we want that stick to come all the way back. And if it doesn't come back to 12 o'clock and it's farther, then good. We want the full rebound off of this, okay? So again, what we're doing is we're going to get acquainted with the full extension of rebound. So the most extreme possibility. That's what we want. So from the side, it'll look like this. So again, see that stick's coming back. So basically, we've got from here to there, we've got all of that to be able to work with once we learn how to control the stroke, right? Oops. So right now, just that right hand, being able to be loose and fluid, okay? And then what we're going to do is move it on to our left. Same thing. So we work with the right and then work with the left, and we want that same fluid movement, just like that. So again, this is just getting acquainted with rebound so we can learn how to control it later. So if you want, when you're watching your favorite show or just chilling out, which a lot of us are chilling out right now with this virus going on, so we got to find creative things to do, so why not get better at drums, right? So we just want to practice that right, practice the left, same way. So once you get comfortable and you feel like you're doing a decent job with getting your hands comfortable with that rebound, next you can do 8 on a hand. And what you got to think too is, back in the day when I was in drumline, it is a big negative to let that pinky come off of the stick. But in this case right now, you're getting that full extension, and sometimes that pinky is going to come off to the point back here. Now you want to keep it kind of hugged up a little bit to that ring finger, because you don't want the pinky to stick out like that when you're playing, right? It's not tea time, right? We don't want the pinky sticking out too far. So if you could just keep it connected onto the other finger, where you're getting your most control and power from is going to be coming from the ring finger and middle finger, along with your fulcrum area up top, okay? So that's where everything's coming from. That's the meat and potatoes right there. That pinky will get you push-ups for sure. You got that right, man. I had my fair share back in the day. So that's what we want. Now we're focused with each individual hand. And thank you all who've tuned into this to watch. I really appreciate you being here. So next, what we want to do is when you're kicking back again, relaxing, not doing anything, you're going to establish that fulcrum again, that pivot point. So again, the thumb is going to come off to the side a little bit. The index is going to wrap around like a trigger, okay? Then these 3 fingers on the back. But now what we're going to do is we're going to rest our arm in a position like so. And then we're going to let the weight of the stick drop. So all the weight should be on the tip of that stick. So now what we want is to keep the fulcrum stationary. And if you can see that, the index will keep pressure applied to that. So this movement back here is super important, just as important as the movement on the tip of the stick. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get these fingers acquainted with the movement of the stick. So the index, we want to keep tension the whole time, keep the weight, because what we're doing is we're getting those fingers familiar with the movement. Middle finger, same way. And all these should be very slow to begin with. This is like the martial arts of drumming, basically. So again, we're keeping that weight of the stick, and we're going to use that finger. Also, go to the ring finger, and then the pinky, and then cycle through. So go slow, and then if you'll notice too, while this is going on, you're also going to get more accurate with the direction of the stroke as it's being played. Okay? So we go through each finger, then we go through groups. So if we want to do groups of 2, index and middle finger, then middle finger and ring finger, then ring finger and pinky, then you can do groups of 3, index, middle, and ring, and then you could do middle finger, ring finger, and pinky, and then go to all. So again, start off slow with these movements, and then as you go, you can figure out how to utilize those to be able to pick up your speed with it. Okay? So then we want to take those fingers and wrist and forearm movement to create one clean rebound stroke. So once you get each individual hand down, then go to unison. So we're going to go to get both sticks, try to keep the same heights. Let that rebound fully extend all the way out, just like so. And you can do this with a metronome. Start off slow like always, and then pick up your speed. Once we do unison, then you can do alternating strokes, and then doubles. So again, we got singles, unison, alternating, and doubles. So take those exercises, try to work through that, try to get that full extension going, because we're going to learn how to control that rebound in the next couple of lessons I'm going to throw at you.